I would like you to think about a woman giving birth. What do you see? Do you see a hospital scenario with lots of people suited up in green? A smart doctor, preferably Dempsey or Clooney, urging a woman to keep on pushing? I suppose you accept stories of overwhelming emotions, funny situations, or dramatic events. For me as a midwife, the beginning of life is a very normal and natural, yet specific event. So here's what comes to my mind when I think about labor. Regardless of setting, I see a very strong and courageous woman rising to meet her personal challenge. And I see her using her inner power to fuel that process. So my role as a midwife is to simply be by her side. I help her to find the space and confidence she needs to find her challenge. Let me invite you on a journey. Say you're preparing for a big expedition. You want to climb the Mount Everest. You gather everything you need, you find a trusted partner to accompany you, and you decide when the time has come to start the journey. So this is exactly what a baby does during the 9 months of the pregnancy. And when the time has come towards the end of the pregnancy, the baby decides that the time has come to take off to the summit. The increasing contractions set the pace, but there are always breaks in between where mother and child can rest and draw strength. It is a journey they have to accomplish together, and it is a very necessary journey that builds trust and roots an incredibly deep-rooted bond. So when they reach the summit, everything changes. There's cold air filling the baby's lungs. There's bright light and loud noises. But because the mother is always there, the baby feels the reassurance of her heartbeat, her familiar voice, her warmth, and her love. So let me ask you something. What if 50% of all people would die under unnatural circumstances? Imagine if people would set a date and a time they want to exit this world. How would society react? I'm sure it would cause a major debate. However, it is a fact that over 50% of all babies worldwide are being born in an unnatural way. And society accepts this, the norm of modern obstetrics, leading to the impression that the way we deliver our babies is just a matter of personal preference. Today, we know of the effect a lack of natural birth hormones has on the bond between a mother and a child, or the rising risk of obesity or diabetes type 1 later in life. So let's go back to our journey up to the summit of Everest. Now imagine how a baby feels, experiences a cesarean section or an induced or planned labor. Any given day, not of its choosing, the journey suddenly starts. It is given no time to prepare or pack and is rushed along right from the start. It is given no break at the first or second base camp and is forced along as quickly as possible to the summit. And when it gets there, it is cold, it is bright, and the baby has to breathe without having had the chance to slowly adapt to the thin air it finds there. We all know that there are situations where interventions are necessary or a cesarean section is the only option. But of course it matters how we enter into this world. And it is my wish that every woman is aware of the impact and importance of her decision on how she wants her child to enter into this world. Because birth, love, and death are not diseases. They are the three major elements of our destiny.